He is ours. The warriors behind Aldric stepped back, their faces pale. But in the forgotten corners of the land, where the forests grew thick and the mountains loomed high, whispers spread like wildfire. A shadow had returned. At first, it was only rumors, tales of a hooded figure lurking at the edges of villages, his presence bringing misfortune. Crops withered in his wake. Cattle grew sick. The wind carried the echoes of a man's sorrowful cries through the night. The elders of Azoria spoke of a curse, one that had not died with Odren's exile. One night, a terrified farmer burst into the capital, collapsing at the gates. His face was pale as death, his hands trembling violently.
"I saw him,"
he gasped.
"The fallen king walks again."
The news spread like wildfire. Some dismissed it as superstition, others shuddered with unease. But Aldric? He felt something deep in his bones, a warning, an omen that the past had not yet buried itself. And then the nightmares began. Aldric dreamt of his father every night, wandering the ruins of an ancient temple, his voice calling out in agony.
"You cast me away, but the gods have not."
A chill gripped his soul. He could no longer ignore it. Determined to put an end to the mystery, Aldric set out with his most trusted warriors. Princess Seraphina rode beside him, her bow strapped to her back, her heart hardened against fear. She had defied her father before. She would do so again. They traveled for days, following the trail of strange occurrences, villages left abandoned, eerie whispers in the wind, the scent of decay in places untouched by death, until they reached the forsaken ruins. It was a place few dared to tread, a forgotten temple swallowed by time and overgrown with vines. Its walls were carved with depictions of gods long forsaken, their faces twisted in expressions of wrath and sorrow. And there, in the center of the ruins, they saw him, a figure cloaked in tattered robes. His long, unkempt hair fell over his hollowed cheeks, his once mighty body now nothing more than a skeletal form. He knelt before a cracked altar, muttering words in a language long lost to time. King Odren. But he was no longer just a man. The air around him was thick with something unnatural, something dark. His presence was not of the living, nor entirely of the dead. His eyes, once filled with arrogance and power, now burned with a terrible knowledge. He did not look up when they approached.
"Leave,"
he whispered, his voice hoarse, filled with torment.
"You should not have come."